Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. I am here with another video. In this video we're going to talk about all the Kringle candles that I picked for the month of January. What I do like is that Kringle has and always do a collection post holiday with a winter flight collection, which you'll see the 3 here, and also a reserve collection, which you'll see here. But it's funny, I feel like this reserve collection that they did that was kind of non-holiday-ish. It's kind of like wintry, New Year's Eve, very much January. As you guys know, this month we're probably going to see a release of scents for spring, and it's probably going to be a reserve collection and most likely geared towards Valentine's Day. I know last year they did a complete Valentine's Day collection, which, by the way, one of the candles from that collection I actually pushed into January because of the type of scent it is. And actually here it is strawberry prosecco, and that's what that looks like. This has scent notes of strawberry, citrus, floral, green, grapefruit, fruit, and musk. There's commas in between all of that. So I burnt this last year. It's white wax. If you're wondering why it looks so dried out, that's because I burnt it. So a lot of the wax that was sitting up at the top has probably went down to a lower level from what was liquefied. So the wax appears kind of dried out. Now on cold, this actually smells nice. You get the strawberry, you get the citrus, you get the floral, you get the grapefruit. However, when this is burning, I know y'all probably like, well, why'd you pull it back out? When I burnt this last year, when I received it in PR, I didn't like it. It just smelled like puree. I don't know if you've ever had a strawberry puree or taste strawberry puree. That's literally what this smells like to me. Almost like vomit. If you've ever seen someone vomit, I'm not trying to gross you out, but like stomach bile, kind of, in a sense. However, I am going to give this another try to see if maybe something was going on in that time frame that I burnt this. So yeah, I did pick it out again. I know somebody's gonna be like, I don't know if I want to try that. I say it may smell good to you, but check out other individual reviews. I think Mr. Kong's mom did a review. Katie's Joyful Life did a review on it. So just check it out. I'm not saying go get it, because I'm not gonna recommend it to you. I'm just saying check their reviews out and then go by what I'm saying here, and so forth and so on. The next candle I want to talk about, which is new to me but has been out for quite some time, is Speak Easy. I think this came out around 2024. I'm not sure if this was part of a holiday reserve of 2024 or that after holiday release reserve collection that they always do. The scent notes here is bourbon, wood smoke, spice, tobacco, oak moss, vanilla, and amber. Now this smells good. You really pick up a really good sense of, oh, the tobacco smells very good, especially with that amber and vanilla coming right behind it. It's kind of sweet. I don't get a lot of bourbon, but I do smell the wood. There's a slight smoky nuance to this. However, this literally smells like I'm having a drink, maybe at a cocktail lounge. It's not too smoky, but there's a good fire going and a nice sweet tobacco in the air. That's what this reminds me of. I really think the vanilla and the amber is playing a huge part in making this sweet versus super smoky and just very bourbony, alcoholic. So if you're looking for something to be extremely alcoholic, this probably ain't for you. So there is Speak Easy. And also for people who celebrate dry January, this is a good way to kind of do it. If you need a fix of cocktails, this is kind of a good way to do it. The next candle that I want to talk about is Smoldering Embers. I picked this one because it's just something about a warm fireplace in the dead of winter that is just awesome to me. We had a house with the fireplace. We don't now, but we had a house with a fireplace, and I remember as a kid, my mom buying those logs or getting wood, and there's the smell of embers in the house and smoke. I know it's just the warmth of the fireplace. But the scent notes here is smoky, birch, lemon, orange, anise. I think maybe that's a typo, or the E is so small it ran together. It's probably anise, green, vanilla, lavender, leather, sandalwood, cedar. These are all notes. Oh, wow. This is very much charred wood. Ooh, very, very much charred wood. Almost like coals. Let me see. Oh, yeah. The leather, it's popping out. Oh. You want something very smoky? This is it. This is it. I will tell you, I do have other scents, and I'll let you know if they're comparable as I get to them, but this smells like, wow, like really smoldering. Like when you're trying to, like it's going out, but it still has that smoldering ash smell. That is literally what that smells like. Super charred wood. Yeah, I like that one. I like that one a lot. That one smells strong on cold, but that doesn't always mean because something smells strong on cold that it's going to be strong when burning. So there's that. The next one I picked out from the new reserve, Winter Flight Reserve, I believe that's what it's called, is Ice. This has scent notes. It's a lot, so hold your phone. Icy mint, evergreen forest, crisp apple, frozen river edge, hyacinth, warm cinnamon, snowy sandalwood, cedar wood, and sugary vanilla. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, this I love. I love this one so much. I'm recommending it just off the code. It has some similarities to Sweet Winter Mint. Oh. Now, I'm gonna be honest, because we love honesty here. This almost reminds me, while it's good, it reminds me of a cleaning product, like one of those cleaning products. I don't know if it's the lavender that's in this or the evergreen, not lavender, excuse me. I don't know if it's the evergreen or the icy mint. But this smells like a cleaning product to me. But I like this. Call me weird. I like this. I really like this. Does it smell like ice? No, because ice doesn't have a smell. They just took a bunch of scents to create the essence of being of ice. And we've been getting a lot of that up here in Michigan too. And I'm pretty sure a lot of other regions, but we've been getting a lot of icy conditions for the last month. It's just, I'm over it. And if it had a smell, I think this is what it would smell like outside if ice literally had a smell. So I can't wait to burn this. I'm so excited for this. Okay. All right, let's see. Next up, this is an oldie but goodie. This one probably came out 2 years ago, and I see my label is crooked. Matter of fact, now that I'm looking at it, my entire jar is crooked. I'm gonna hold this up and I want to see if y'all can tell. This is Cosmo. I don't know if you can tell, but like there's a slant up here. It's slightly slanted. It's going down like that. This glass was not, when they did the glass making of this, it is on a slant. They did not even this out, and my label is even crooked as a factor of that. I hope this burns good, because not, I'm gonna have to reach out to Kringle and say, hey, look, you got to send me another one because this is crooked. I just happened to notice it just now. All right. I don't have the notes on this, but Cosmo is very fruity. Let me see if I can look the notes up. There's, of course, there's like a citrusy tangerine. Yeah, there's sugar, probably some vanilla. There's probably like, let me see if it'll come up. I forgot. Oh, you know what? Let me see. When was this poured? So this is an old pour from 2023. This was poured in October of 2023. So they sent me an old candle instead of a new pour. I know this is one thing that Tracy doesn't like about Kringle, is that they send out older pours. And I get it. They're a small business. They're not going to throw out things. But this also tells me is that this doesn't very much move. So Cosmo is not popping up in the searches at all. Yeah, it's not popping up. So there's that. So I'm stuck with it. But if it doesn't burn right, I guess I'll just send a report about it, because they, in the group, someone, I don't know if it's a production manager, quality control, or somebody, had put out a statement in the group asking people to reach out and talk about the things that is happening with the burns and stuff. And so I haven't been really wanting to complain, because I really haven't had issues. I think out of all the Kringle candles I've burned, I've had 3 candles dud out the entire candle. Away in a Manger, the first pour of that, is it lemon sugar marshmallow, the Easter one. I got the second pour of that, and the wicks on that they drowned the entire candle. And I hate I didn't get it last year, because I heard last year's burn was phenomenal. But it seemed like the people who got the same pour date one that I got, the wicks were bad. The people who were lucky enough to get the first release, the original release, not the second pour of the original release, but the first pour of the original release, they had good luck with them. So it was just weird that us who got second pours of the same release had issues. But yes, this is a fruity orange, raspberry, tangerine like scent. This definitely can compete with champagne toast, or even be burnt synonymously with it. This probably smells better for someone who may find champagne toast to be kind of artificial or just too much. I think this would hit that sweet spot for you. So that's Cosmo. All right, I don't know how long I've been talking. I think we're already at the 15-minute mark, and I'm trying to fit all of these together. But I might have to cut it off after this video and do a part 2, because I don't want the video to be that long. So let's keep going. Next up, we have Almost Midnight. This one came out in 2025, part of the Winter Flight Reserve. Scent notes are mandarin, bergamot, melon, neroli, jasmine, rose, sandalwood, cedar, patchouli, amber, musk, vanilla. Oh, this is pretty. Ooh, I like this. It reminds me of like somebody who's wearing a tux and a woman who's wearing a satin evening gown type of vibe. It's very sophisticated. It's perfumey probably to some. It will be what you consider perfuming There's a good amount of that floral in here, which I think is like a satiny rose, but the jasmine and the neroli also helps soften that out. The rose has that rose edge, like you can smell that, but then the jasmine and neroli gives it like a soft satiny touch, as if someone has on a beautiful evening gown and you could smell the material, and the material is new, freshly made dress basically. Oh, I love this. Look, I'm not a floral, I mean, I shouldn't say I'm not a floral. I love florals, and usually florals wouldn't be something I would gravitate to at this time of the year, but this works for the idea that I'm thinking, which is like a tux and an evening gown for the party at midnight or a New Year's Eve party. And that's because, you know, you got the cedarwood, the patchouli, the amber, which gives it that perfumey nuance. So if you're not into the perfumes, don't get this. But if you're looking for something that sounds like what I described, this would be that for you. So that's almost midnight. Now, usually though, these would be scents that I would burn in the very first week of January, but like I said, I'm just getting to this video, and then I had to figure out which candles, because I've been sick. For those of you who are aware of the different illnesses going around, I caught the most recent wave of the one that has kind of made national news. You know, I don't want to mention it here because I don't want them to flag me for whatever reason, but it definitely wasn't CV-19. But the other thing that had went dormant when CV-19 was super popular and out there, and this virus went away, and now it's back with the revenge, because it basically evolved into a super, you know, not sure, I don't know how I got it. I will say that I've been laxed on wearing masks, but I started back wearing them after I was sick, because that had me down for a good 5 days before I started feeling an ounce of feeling better, and the cough lasts for 2 weeks. So this is why I'm just now doing videos, because I couldn't really talk through a video without starting to cough. So next up, we're going to talk about this scent. Came out in the spring Valentine's Day reserve. In my honest opinion, I don't consider Valentine's Day releases to really be spring. I kind of still tack them on to the winter, because like I know Goose Creek released a pre-Valentine's Day collection. Not really spring to me, it's just Valentine's Day, so I kind of tack them into the winter burning season. Same thing with Bath & Body Works. They have a spring collection out, they just released, and they have the Valentine's Day collection out. I personally think that is a good way of getting into spring, but not really being spring, if that makes sense. The only thing that really makes it springy in that collection would probably be the Violets Are Blue candle, which you will see in this video, or you will see in the next video. That's one of the candles I picked. Well, no, you won't see it it won't be to February, so I don't have to worry about that. But anyway, they have a Valentine's Day collection out. Same thing, I would incorporate into the winter burner season, but this one came out as part of the Kringle collection 2024 Valentine's Day collection. Even though they didn't officially call it that, it was very much, from the sense that it had, that was very much a part of it. And actually, let me clarify, not the Valentine's Day collection of 2024. I'm going to say the Valentine's Day collection of 2023. It has silk sheets, sprinkled macarons, or macaroons, because that's what it say on there, but they're not macaroons, they're macarons. What else was in that collection? Sweet cream, and it was silk sheet, sweet cream, sprinkled macaroons. This one, California Cab, which I've burnt this quite a few now. As you can see, I've been enjoying this one. This one reminds me of Tuscan Vineyard from Goose Creek. This is very much on par with a Cabernet. Oh, this smells so good. It's boozy, but not extremely boozy. It's like if you're taking wine, if you're sipping on the wine and you're taking it in, you can taste the grapes. You can also taste the fermentation of the wine and how long it's been sitting. Like, you can just take all of that in, the effervescence of the, not effervescence, excuse me, just that taste that it has when you take some good wine. Not, I would definitely compare this to something at a wine tasting vineyard situation, not something you would get from a store. And please, I know that everything, in order to get bottled up and go to a store, it has to pass some type of tasting at some point. But I'm talking about an actual wine tasting event. If you've ever been to one, you know what I'm talking about. There's a difference between wine being tasted at a wine tasting event and wine coming out the bottle from a grocery store, because there's a difference there. Don't get me to lying. I can't tell you. I just know that there's a difference. I don't know if maybe because at the wine vineyard wine tasting, it's fresh, straight out of those barrels and right into a cup, or because it's bottled up, been processed and sitting probably who knows when, how long before it gets to my house if I bought it from the store. But this is so good. Oh my gosh, this is so good. I would like to go to a California wine tasting event one day. They're known for their wine, but yes, I have to go. All right, so that is California Cab. All right, now the Winter Flight collection. I am here for it, and we're gonna talk about, there's 3 in this collection. And all the candles that I just named off are candles that I'm trying to burn this year. Not finished, just taking time to burn and enjoy. So the one is 3 in this collection, the Winter Flight collection, and the first one is Snowy Cascade. And the scent notes are eucalyptus, ginger, anise star, bergamot, cedarwood, geranium, orange, nutmeg, petitgrain, and musk. Petitgrain was in that Easter collection from last year, and that one candle, I can't remember it. I love this. Oh, this smells so good. It's sweet. There's a hint of floral, like outside type of floral, but it's mostly it's sweet, fresh, clean, cold. It's like a cool, airy accord. Yes, I love this. It's most likely that geranium that I'm smelling that's giving it like that outdoorsy floral type of feel. Then you have the eucalyptus and the bergamot to give it like that freshness that I'm looking for. I'm not too sure about anise, so you don't have to worry about that. But if you're susceptible to smelling anise out of anything, probably avoid it. But I can't smell it because anise doesn't bother me. And it's anise star, so it probably won't be as strong. It's just anise that has that licorice. It's probably much more on the floral aspect of anise star. Of anise. Okay. So yes, Snowy Cascade. This fits perfectly for the temperament that is happening outside right now. If you could see outside my window, no trees, and no trees, but no leaves on the trees. Everything has snow on it. It's just very much this situation outside, minus the babbling brook, or it wouldn't even be a brook, more like a babbling spring, or if you stay in the mountains and the water's going through the forest and stuff, that's basically fresh watered, semi-aquatic type of scent. All right, so that is, I'll actually put this over here, Snowy Cascade. The next one we're going to take a trip to Paris. Parisian Frost. This has scent notes of bergamot, rosemary, basil, lavender, moss, jasmine, muguet, patchouli, armoise, and santal. You know what's funny about this? Is there's a fresh but almost slightly leathery type of texture to this. A little astringent from that lavender. There's some astringency here. Yeah, that lavender is really kind of kicking butt here, and it's joining forces with the moss. I get that it's trying to like create this outdoorsy, cold type of feel with probably the Eiffel Tower in mind and buildings. But it's leaning more on that cologne side that a lot of people don't like. But like a fresh cologne, if that makes sense. Like a frost. Like if I was outside and somebody had cologne, the air would carry it. It'll be quite airy, and the air is carrying it off into the distance. That's what this smells like to me. It's okay, not a favorite, but we'll see how it burns. It might translate better there. But that's Parisian Frost in that collection. And then the last one that's in that collection is Frosted Dawn. So this looks like a picture of something that how Alaska would look from that hour or two of time that they get daylight. That's literally what this looks like to me. Scent notes on this one are malt, fruit, fir needle, lemon peel, clove, cinnamon bark, maple, balsamic, frankincense, musk, and smoky vanilla. Oh, so I see what they did here. Very much on the top, you're getting this citrusy. It's very much citrus, like that citrus that was in Away in a Manger. That's the note I'm picking up, and I just burnt that recently. That's why I recognize it. There's a slight smokiness. That's probably that balsamic coming through, followed by like a barky, smoky, because the frankincense, you're getting this wood, you're getting the frankincense, kind of reminds you of that. The lemon peel gives it this orange citrusy appeal that I love. There's a cinnamon and clove spice that I'm picking up again, that is commingling with the frankincense. But again, there's a balsamic take. There's tree there. It's very much bright on the outside, but then it hones in and turns into like this balsamic, slight smoke. Not a lot, just slight smoke there. I actually like this. I think this would probably be better than Away in a Manger at this point, but that is Frosted Dawn. Who knows? This might be one of those iterations of scent that Melanie from Mr. Kong's mom tried, and it just happened to be turned into Frosted Dawn. So yeah, I can't wait to give that a try. Okay, we're probably 25 minutes in. Let's keep going. So I don't know if you guys remember the Mercury Jar collection right here, but I did pull these out. Some of these I am burning to finish, and some of these I'm holding off for another season before I completely say time to go through them. The first one is Snowcap Fraser, and that's literally what it looks like. Scent notes are balsam fir, amber, fresh green, moss, pine, spice, and wood. It's one of my favorite tree scents that's non-Christmassy, and literally just smells like outdoor pine with sap and wood. That's literally it. Perfect for this time of year. It's outdoorsy, it's airy, it's kind of got like a cold chill to it. as if there's snow sitting on the trees and they're just taking that into the pine. It's just taking that in, and the sap, and it's just very much fresh, outdoorsy, and clean. So that is Snow-Capped Fraser. The next one is Cozy Cabin. This one is a very much popular scent. Scent notes here are firewood, cedarwood, brown sugar, cinnamon bark, vanilla, and warm maple. And yep, you get maple, you get cinnamon bark, you get wood. It literally, I don't know about, yep, you get maple, you get cinnamon. Yep, you definitely smell that. That's like at the top. There's a sugary sweetness there. Firewood, cedarwood. Yeah, there's a wood quality to this. Oh, this smells so good. It smells like a cabin. Somebody's burning some, well, not like a smoke firewood, but like somebody got some fresh wood cut in the house and they're getting ready to light it up, and there's maple and cinnamon bark and just all those different scents that comes from some of these trees and barked into this. I really like it. It is a favorite for a reason. I burned it before. I just can't remember if this one is strong. I do have the 4-wick of it, the big one. It wasn't super strong in a 4-wick, and I can't remember if this one is strong. However, when I do start my project use it up videos again, you will see this. I'll probably be talking about this in one of those videos. These all will get talked about in my project use it up videos. So they're going to be a lot. There's going to be a lot going on. Next, I picked Tinseltime. Now, Tinseltime sounds Christmassy, but in my opinion, it doesn't remind me of Christmas. Scent notes are thyme, holly berry, holly green, citrus, pomegranate, white birch, balsam fir, and musk. This is sweet. Wow, this is sweet. It's very sweet. It's berryish, like pomegranate berry. You can smell that for real, and it's citrus to give it a brightness. There's tree in the background, but man, this is, wow. It's just strong. I actually like this scent. Now, this is one of the candles I do plan to finish. I am about here at this point, and I can get this done and burnt before the month is over with. So, that's Tinseltime. Next up, Blue Spruce, which I think went to Country Candle after coming out of this. I heard the one in Country Candle does not smell the same as this one. This one does not smell the same as the original. There's been like 10 iterations, I guess, of Blue Spruce. And I guess Blue Spruce came back, but in its original packaging, in the original Kringle 2-wick arch. And I'm hearing from Greg and the Kringle group that the one that just came out and was repackaged is as close to the original as possible. So I can't attest to that because I've never had the original. This is the first iteration of Blue Spruce that I had. Scent notes are blue spruce, fir needle, cyclamen flower, citron, ivy vines, amber, vetiver, cedar wood, and rosemary. Damn. Ooh, this is strong. It's very sappy. Wow. Very astringent. Ooh, see how far down I am? I literally have this much left. Don't ask me why I put it back last year. Just mind your business. I do what I do with my candles. You do what you do with yours. If you start burning a candle and you can't put it back because you have to finish it, it's you, me. I've had this candle. This candle was poured in 23. I've had this candle, you might as well say 2.5 years, and haven't had to buy it yet. And I've gotten basically my $30, $31 worth of candle burning. Basically $10 a year. So yeah, I got my $10 a year worth because, yeah. So Didn't have to buy another one. I will next year if it's available. So that says something. But yes, this is a strong scent. Very much smells very astringent. So just wanted to let you guys know that. Blue spruce. Okay guys, sorry about that. That was my mom. We're almost done with this video anyway. I told y'all this video, it's long. This video is probably gonna be 40 minutes. And with that being said, just, I don't know. I gotta do an intro of this video all over again. So it is what it is, but let's continue. And by the way, I don't know if I said, of course, this will be getting finished this month. It's literally a burn or two left. And then next week, or I should say last out of this Mercury Jar collection, we have Sweet Winter Mint. Now, remember I said ice probably, was it ice? Which one of these did I say was close to Sweet Winter Mint? It's okay. I think it was ice, but this one has scent notes of sweet mint, peppermint, anise, gabanum, marine, leafy green, cyclamen, eucalyptus, and liquid sugar. Liquid sugar definitely is in this. Also, the sweet mint and the peppermint. This is just a sweet minty candle. And that's one thing about January I like also, is that you can burn those sweet minty type of scents. Not so much peppermint, like candy cane peppermint, but mint, outdoorsy, cold induced accords, kind of like ice. You can smell the green leaf in this with the marine, which gives it much of a fresh, outdoorsy scent. And one thing about January scents is a lot of them are fresh, outdoorsy, but they're not fresh, outdoorsy spring. They're cold weather fresh. And that's exactly what Sweet Winter Mint is to me. It's a January cold, outdoorsy, fresh type of scent. They have not brought this back, and they haven't brought it back in an original jar of any kind. I'm gonna finish this though, because we are down to about here. We're down about here. And Kringle's good about going this far, but I usually stop here because the wicks start to shift when they get at the bottom. That's something that Kringle hasn't figured out how to fix yet. I don't know what it is, but no matter what, they don't plaster and stay. I don't know if it's because the soy wax is the reason they don't plaster and stay, but every Kringle candle that I burned, the wicks shift and move, and that's dangerous. I also think the vessel itself, being like a cylinder type of vessel, kind of acts as a hurricane, and that heat kind of allows for the glue to basically melt and go away, and the wicks start to move around. But in any case, I don't really feel comfortable burning all the way to the bottom until it goes out. If that's your prerogative, that's what you do, you go ahead, but not me. So again, that is Sweet Winter Mint. And last but not least, and I regret not buying another one, is Winter Wonder. This is so good. This was part of their holiday 2022 release. You can see I burnt this. I made a mistake and burnt the size trying to light it. This is so good. This literally smells like what's on this picture. It literally smells like a tree. Literally smells like a snowman. Literally smells like snow. Literally smells like a winter night. This is fresh, aquatic, outdoorsy. Just everything to me. This is so fresh and has a cool cold accord to it. Then there's a tree. It's not pine sap. However, it's a very pretty balsamic. This is gorgeous. There's some citrus in this. I don't know if it's what citrus is in here. It could be bergamot. It could be orange peel, lemon peel. There's just a sweet citrusiness in this. Yeah. Yes, this is so good. I love this. I love this. I'm so sad I got this much left, but I'm going to enjoy it. This one is quite strong. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to enjoy it. And then I'll move on and find something else similar. But other than that, you guys, that is it. That is all the Kringle candles that I want to enjoy for the month of January. Quite a lot, a big selection. But again, out of this entire collection, there's only 4 that I actually plan to finish. And I know a lot of people's like, so you're just holding on to candles. And I want to iterate that I'm not holding on to candles. I am burning all of these and trying all of these and saving money. And the reason why I say I'm saving money is because, like, I don't have to buy backups of anything because I don't burn through them. I don't have to buy backups. I can literally enjoy the one I have. It keeps me from buying a lot. And then what they release that's new, I just buy that stuff. But like, you know, they have their end of the year sales, their Black Friday sales, and I try to participate in all of that. And yeah, it's no reason for me to have to buy backups of a Kringle candle ever, because I get the joys of burning these candles. I get basically this one candle, as these go up to 100 hours of burn time. This one candle is equivalent to 2 to 3 Bath and Body Works candles. So if I buy 3 candles, if it's new, I buy 3 Bath and Body Works candles. Say if the scent is new, and they put out Sweet Winter Mint, I would buy 3 of these. But with Kringle, I literally have to just buy. I can just buy the one, burn a little bit of it, enjoy it for that season, put it back, enjoy it for the next season, put it back. And then that following season, I can finish it up. That's literally what's going to happen with all these newer burns and stuff. I'm going to burn it this season. I'm probably going to get down to here. Then the next season, I'll be down to here. And before you know it, this would be in our rotation to finish burning. So I can clear out my collection and move on to the next. That's basically it. If you think about it, every release, they release something every 2 weeks. It's like 5 to 6 candles. So my collection's not really getting big, because if I'm burning through 5 or 6 candles in a month, I'm not really overexpanding the collection. It's kind of stagnant for the most part. It's kind of stagnant. At some point, you know, there's probably going to be a time where I'm going to be able to burn these. But first, there's other candles that I'm focusing on trying to get out my collection. That includes the Scentworks collection from Homeworks, which you'll see me talk about that. But other than that, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know that you've seen any candles here. What is part of your January burn from Kringle? If you're burning Kringle, what did you pick to burn? And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.